Hi everyone, welcome back to Moon Magic Spirit, and if you are new, welcome. My name is Meg, and today we are going to do a tarot deck interview with this brand new deck, the Spirit Garden Tarot by Sarah Stassi. They have made dozens of beautiful, gorgeous oracle decks. I have two of them, and when she released this tarot deck, it's brand new, I had to get it. The vibe was vibing. If you want to see a flip through of this deck in unboxing and review, I will have it linked up above, and it'll also be linked down below. But let's get into this deck interview. So if you don't know, a deck interview is a good way to get to know a brand new tarot deck when you're having it and you're going to be working with it, just to get an idea of maybe what type of readings you use the deck for, to get to know it a little bit, for it to get to know you. And I am going to be referring to the guidebook when I'm looking at the card meanings, because my opinion is if someone took the time to put together a guidebook, there's, a reason for that. So I want to see what the guidebook has to say about the cards. So let's get to shuffling and get this interview started. These cards shuffle so well. I'm going to do a light shuffle off camera because it's just easier than working around the tripod. But the questions we're going to be asking is, what is our relationship going to be? How are we going to work together? An important aspect of your personality, something you require from me, something I can expect from you, and lastly, a message you would like to give to me. I love this spread. It's amazing. I'm pretty sure it came from Emerald Lotus Divination. It's been years, so I can't quite remember, but it's my go-to spread when interviewing a new deck. All right, so when I was shuffling, cards popped out for the last two, so I'm just gonna pick from the top. So what is our relationship going to be? And we have the Page of Pentacles. So I really love this. What a cool card to get for this question. How we're going to work together. We have the Five of Swords. Very interesting, very interesting. An important aspect of your personality, we have Temperance. I was honestly feeling like I was either gonna pull the Ten of Cups or Temperance somewhere in this spread. So an important aspect of your personality is Temperance. So this deck seems to be really about bringing balance. Something you require from me, we have the Empress, J'adore. And then for something I can expect from you, we have the Two of Pentacles, which again brings into that whole balance aspect. And lastly, a message you would like to give me. I got Judgment, which I actually really like the Judgment card. So I'm going to dive in really fast and just go through what the guidebook says for each of these cards. I want to point out with this guidebook is that at the end of each section, there's a spread. So you can do a spread for just the cup cards. And then there's going to be a spread for the wands and so on. And I think that that is so unique, different, and fun. I haven't seen that in a tarot guidebook before. So I think that that's really unique and awesome. So when it comes to what is our relationship going to be, we have the Page of Pentacles, which has the keyword beginnings on here. And in the guidebook, it says, seeking new opportunities, open to new ideas and experiences, developing skills and abilities in pursuit of goals. So I really like that. That's a good summary of the Page of Pentacles. I feel like this deck is truly a really good crossover if you're just starting to learn tarot and you want something that's a little bit different but still is unique to the original Rider-Waite-Smith story. I think that this is a really great deck. I think it's pretty beginner friendly. And I also love the unique story that's within this own deck that I kind of cover in the review. How we're going to work together, we have the Five of Swords, which is acceptance, and it says conflict, defeat, being taken advantage of, or not acting in alignment with values. So is this card going to call me out on my BS? Or is this deck going to call me out on my BS? All of my decks kind of already do that. They all have an attitude, right? I think like all tarot decks, like when you're the owner of the deck and you're reading for yourself, the deck just tends to call you out. It's so nice to clients, but for you, it's like, no, we don't need to sugarcoat things for you. When it comes to an important aspect of this tarot deck's personality, we pulled Temperance. I love the imagery of this card. I just think it's so captivating, simple, and just beautiful. But an important aspect of your personality, the key word is harmony. So the themes of this card are balance, moderation, harmony, restraint, caution, discretion. Sarah also included the planet sign in her prompt. So that's fun. So the planet and sign is Jupiter and Sagittarius for Temperance. And the journal prompt is, where do I need to be more moderate in my approach? That's really interesting. I didn't know that there were prompts for the major arcana cards. I absolutely love that. That's really unique and different. So it looks like the minor suit gets a tarot spread, and then the major has a prompt with every card. Absolutely love that. Something you require from me, I pulled the Empress, which keyword is nature, and the themes for Empress are timeless grace and beauty, a happy heart, home and hearth, generosity, beauty, values, and Empress is ruled by Venus, and the prompt is, how can I align with my true desires? So it seems like this deck wants me to really go deep working with it. I mean, working with tarot and using tarot and pulling cards for yourself is an experience of shadow work. It is an experience of going deep and digging deeper. So I think that this deck is so far trying to tell me that if I really want to dig deep and do some really deep self-reflection, this is a deck to use. I use my standard Rider-Waite-Smith deck if I kind of just like want quick answers. And so far this deck is telling me to not use it for that. So up next, something I can expect from you, we have the Two of Pentacles, which is balance. And it says duality, managing projects, navigating and adapting to uncertainty. Very interesting. Something I can expect from you. So this deck is going to be there to help me adapt to uncertainty. So again, if I really want to dig deep or do more serious topics, pulling for myself, this deck is going to be really great for that. This could also indicate that this deck could be a really great deck to use for heavier topics with clients. Another thing that this deck could be indicating, and lastly, a message the deck would like to give to me, and we pulled Judgment. And themes for Judgment include drive, decision, self-evaluation, accountability, awakening, experience, fairness, ruled by Pluto, and the prompt is, what will help me to take charge of my life? So yeah, this deck is going to be really, really great for self-reflection, doing shadow work, learning and growing, and just anytime I want to dig deeper or looking for some journal prompts. And that's what I think is so cool about this deck, is that if you wanted to, you could separate the minor arcana and just pull from there if you're looking for topics to journal on or if you're wanting to reflect. I also think that it could be fun to go in the different minor arcana and do spreads that are in the guidebook for this. So yeah, I really like this deck. It's beautiful. I had a feeling it would be more of like a feeling deeper kind of deck. That's just kind of like what I expected from a deck from Sarah in the first place. But I am just so interested to get to know and work with this deck more. Let me know what your thoughts on the spread are in the comments, and I will have a link to Sarah's shop in the description box down below if you want to check out any of her tarot decks or oracle decks. And as always, thank you so much for your time and energy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.